Dear students, today we will start the polyhalogen compounds. Polyhalogen compounds, that is alkanes, they have been replaced by the halogens like chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, etc. This type of compounds. So the first compound, that is dichloromethane, that is CH2Cl2. So this compound that can be obtained by the chlorination of alkane, that is methane. CH4 plus Cl2 in presence of UV ultraviolet radiation, so the hydrogen atom will get replaced by that chlorine. That proceed through, that is free radical mechanism. So there is the formation of CH3Cl, and again one hydrogen atom that is replaced by that chlorine, there is the formation of that CH2Cl2. We have to maintain the concentration of that chlorine to stop the reaction at this step, otherwise the CCl4 will be formed. Then next one, what are the uses? We have, according to this concept, that is we have to proceed through this one, only the methods of preparation, that is uses and effects, that is environmental effects of these compounds. So regarding that uses, this is a liquid at ordinary temperature, therefore that can use as solvent. Next one, that is meant for the manufacture of drugs, medicines, that is meant for the preparation of the drugs, that is CH2Cl2. For cleansing the metal surfaces, the metal surface which has been, that is corroded, that is rusted, they can be cleaned by the help of that CH2Cl2. That is propellant in aerosols. So propellant in aerosols, then what are these effects? What are the effects of that CH2Cl2? That burns cornea of eye, that burns the cornea of the eye and causes blindness, that damages the cornea, that is cornea of that eye, that may lead toward the blindness, that affects the nervous system, central nervous system, that is affected by, that is CH2Cl2, that damages the hearing and vision organs, that damages hearing and vision organs. So next one, that produces rashes on the skin and causes dizziness, nausea and numbness in fingers numbness. You just can't, if you touch this one, you have no sensation. So these are the different effects. So whenever these are the 2 mark questions, that is polyhalogen compounds. Minimum one question will be from this chapter, that is polyhalogen compounds. The first compound we have explained, that dichloromethane, that is CH2Cl2, regarding methods of preparation, effects, that is uses and effects on the environment and towards this mankind. What are these effects? So this is your, that dichloromethane. So next compound, that is trichloromethane, CHCl3, that is otherwise known as chloroform. So this can be obtained by the chlorination, that is haloform reaction of that compounds containing CH3CO group. So those compounds contain CH3CO group. Those compounds contain CH3CO group, they will react with chlorine in presence of NaOH, and there is a formation of that chloroform. So compounds having CH3CO, just like the acetaldehyde, acetone or 2 alkanones, they react with chlorine in presence of NaOH, so there is the formation of chloroform, that is trichloromethane. So this is regarding the methods of preparation of that trichloromethane, that is chloroform. Then what are the uses of this compound? These compounds are colorless, oily liquids which are heavier than water. Yadi colorless, oily liquids which are heavier than water, and hence they can be used as solvents. They can be used as solvent for fats, rubbers, etc. So next one, that is used for the preservation of biological specimen, but formalin is better. Formalin is better than that is chloroform for the preservation of that biological specimen, still then this may be used for the preservation of this biological specimen. Third one, that is for the manufacture of refrigerants, that is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. For the manufacture of refrigerant, CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Next one, that is as anesthesia, which causes temporary unconsciousness. So during surgery, we are using that is chloroform as anesthesia, which causes temporary unconsciousness. Next one, what are the effects? What are the effects of this that is chloroform? Environmental effects or effects towards human beings that affect the central nervous system. That may cause dizziness, fatigue, headache. That causes dizziness, fatigue and headache. Even if that damages the liver and the kidney, it has the ability to destroy or damage the liver and kidney. When exposed, that will produce one of this poisonous material whenever that has been exposed to air. For example, chloroform that has been exposed to air, in presence of light, there is the formation of carbonyl chloride. This compound that is known as carbonyl chloride, COCl2, carbonyl chloride, otherwise known as that is phosgene. This is one of the poisonous gas. Even if there is the chance of death, whenever excess amount of this chloroform that has been used during that anesthesia. So, chloroform, whenever that has been exposed to air, that has the ability to produce carbonyl chloride, that is phosgene. This is one of the poisonous material. Therefore, the container which contains chloroform, that is packed with chloroform, not a single empty space that is left behind, because that contain oxygen, that oxygen may react. So therefore, chloroform containing containers, they have been packed with chloroform without any empty space. So carbonyl chloride, if that content that is carbonyl chloride, then how that will be removed? That can be removed by the addition of that ethyl alcohol. So during the addition of that ethyl alcohol, if there is the formation of that carbonyl chloride, that is phosgene, if that there is the formation of that poisonous material, that is carbonyl chloride or phosgene, that can be removed from that chloroform container by the addition of that ethyl alcohol. So ethyl alcohol that reacts with carbonyl chloride, there is the formation of diethyl carbonate. This is non-poisonous. So this poisonous material, that is carbonyl chloride, phosgene, that is removed by the addition of that ethyl alcohol to form that diethyl carbonate. So this is regarding the methods of preparation, that is uses and effects of chloroform. Next compound, carbon tetrachloride. That is carbon tetrachloride CCl4, otherwise known as tetrachloromethane CCl4, tetrachloromethane, that is carbon tetrachloride. So this can be obtained by the chlorination of methane in presence of sunlight, UV, ultraviolet radiation, or sunlight, or you can take the DSL, diffused sunlight. So where free radical mechanism that takes place, hydrogen atoms that has been replaced by that chlorine in subsequent stages. So hydrogen atom that is replaced by chlorine, CH3Cl. Again hydrogen atom replaced by chlorine, CH2Cl2. Again CHCl3. And finally CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride, CCl4, carbon tetrachloride that is produced. Then what are the uses? What are the uses of this compound? This compound, that is a colorless heavy liquid, that is colorless heavy liquid, that is insoluble in water. That is colorless heavy liquid insoluble in water. Therefore, that can be used as is cleansing agent in home and industry for the removal of the greasy materials, for the removal of greasy materials, cleansing agent in home as well as in industry for the removal of grease materials, oily materials. Next one, propellant for aerosol cans. Next one, for the manufacture of pharmaceuticals, medicines, different chemical materials that can be obtained. So, manufacture of pharmaceuticals in fire extinguishers under the name of pyrene, that is CCl4, otherwise known as pyrene, that can be used to extinguish fire. So, we know that in fire extinguisher that we are using that carbon dioxide, but instead of that we can take that is pyrene, that is CCl4, carbon tetrachloride, that is used in fire extinguisher to extinguish the fire. Next one, what are the effects? What are the effects of that tetrachloromethane, or that is carbon tetrachloride, that causes cancer? That is the ability to cause cancer, dizziness, drowsiness, nausea, and even if that is vomiting. So, in the first view, that is effect that causes cancer, dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. That are the ability to damage the nervous cells. That is the ability to damage the nerve cells, may lead to coma stage. Even if the patient that lead towards the coma stage and even death. If excess that has been taken, that may lead towards the death. Then irritation of eye, that may cause, that is CCl4 may cause the irritation of eye, irregular heartbeat, and that may deplete that ozone layer. That is the ability to deplete that ozone layer, depletion of ozone layer, which will pass this ultraviolet radiations to come out to the earth's surface. So, this is regarding the methods of preparation, uses and effects of carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Next compound, that is iodoform, CHI3 or triiodomethane, iodoform, that is having the formula CHI3. We know those compounds which are having CH3CO group, that the aldehydes or ketones which are having CH3CO group, that react with iodine in presence of NaOH to form yellow solid, that is iodoform CHI3 that is produced. So, acetaldehyde react with iodine or acetone react with iodine in presence of NaOH to form that iodoform CHI3. Then what are the uses of this compound? So, this is a yellow crystalline solid that is insoluble in water, but soluble in organic solvents. So, that is yellow crystalline solid, insoluble in water, but soluble in organic solvents like CCl4, ether, alcohol, etc. So, that can be used as an antiseptic in dressing of wounds. So, whenever there is the wounds, the dressing that is made by the addition of that CHI3, because at this body temperature, the CHI3, that is iodoform, that will decompose to form I2. Iodoform at the body temperature, that will decompose to form I2, and that I2 is responsible for antiseptic property. Iodine that is produced from that CHI3 at the body temperature. So, whenever the iodoform that is added to that skin at this body temperature, that iodoform is split into I2. So, that I2 is responsible for that is antiseptic property. Next one, for the production of that acetylene. So, whenever iodoform that has been heated in presence of silver powder, iodoform CHI3 that is heated with silver powder. So, that the formation of AgI, 6 AgI and CH triple bond CH, there is the formation of that acetylene. And that may be used for the manufacture of the different pharmaceuticals, that is different type of medicines, chemicals, different medicines that can obtain from that iodoform. So, this is regarding methods of preparation, and uses, and it has no that is side effect in the human beings, because that is added to the skin to clear, to dress the wound, that is wounds. So for wounds we can use as an antiseptic, that is CHI3, because it has the ability to produce that I2, and the antiseptic property of iodoform is due to I2, because iodoform at body temperature will decompose to form I2. So next compound, that is freon, CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon, that is CFC, that is freon. So that is obtained by the interaction of carbon tetrachloride, that is pyrene, with that of the trifluoro antimony. In presence of trichloro antimony, so there is the formation of CCl2F2, that is known as freon 1,2. Similarly, we can prepare, that is freon 1,3, that is CClF3, that is 1 carbon atom 3 fluorine. Freon, that is 1,1, freon 1,1, that is freon 1,1 means that is CCl3F, that contain 1 carbon 1 fluorine, freon 1,1, freon 1,2, freon 1,3. Similarly, if we take the freon 1,4 means that is CF4. So what are the uses of this freon, that is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon? Basically, these are used in refrigerants for the cooling purpose, just like in AC, we are using that gas, that is coolant, as coolant, that is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, or in refrigerator, if you will mark the that is condensers, that condenser that contains, that is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. So these are the easily liquefied gases, that is CFC, that is easily liquefied gases, that is non-toxic, non-corrosive, but highly inflammable gases, highly inflammable, but that is easily liquefied, non-toxic, non-corrosive, that is highly inflammable gases, that is used in as refrigerant, that is for cooling purpose in AC, air conditions, that is fridge, etc. That is propellant in aerosols, that is used in propellant in aerosols. Then what are the effects of this, that is CFC? The chlorofluorocarbon, which has been used for the cooling purpose, either in AC or in fridge, that may escape to the atmosphere, So during escape, that react with this sunlight, ozone layer that reacts with these gaseous materials, which produces the free radical, and that corrode, that is ozone layer that gets depleted. Ozone layer is affected by that CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, because CFC that comes in contact with that of the sunlight, there is the formation of free radical, that is fluorine dot, F dot, fluorine free radical, Cl dot, Cl, that is free radical, and these free radicals which has been obtained, that corrode that ozone layer that prevents us from ultraviolet radiations, but ozone layer gradually that gets depleted, there is the depletion of ozone layer, and that leads for the formation of ozone hole. Then what will happen if ozone hole that is produced? If ozone hole that is produced, then what is the function of that ozone? Ozone that prevents us from ultraviolet radiations from sun to come to this air surface. So whenever the ozone layer that gets depleted, there is the formation of ozone hole by the help of that CFC. So these radiations, UV radiations, ultraviolet radiation, that will come to the earth surface, that will strike to the earth surface. Then what will happen? Ultraviolet rays strike an earth damage crop, that will damage crop, that cause skin cancer in humans. So this is regarding, that is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, which is basically used in refrigerators, that is AC air conditioners, and basically that will corrode the ozone layer, that affect the ozone layer, there is the formation of hole, and because of formation of hole, ozone hole, so the UV radiation that will come to the atmosphere, that is to the earth's surface, and that will damage the crops, and that will lead toward the cancer in human beings. Next we say that is DDT. Next compound DDT, that is 2,2-bis parachlorophenyl 1,1,1 trichloroethane. How this compound that is named? First we say what is the full form of the DDT? Diphenyl trichloroethane. Diphenyl trichloroethane. So DDT, that is diphenyl trichloroethane. That is IUPAC is 2,2-bis parachlorophenyl 1,1,1 trichloroethane. How this compound that is named we will say. So how this compound first we will say, that is regarding methods of preparation of that DDT, that is obtained from that chloral, by the action of the chlorobenzene with that of the chloral. Chlorobenzene reacts with chlorobenzene, that reacts with chloral, that is trichloroethanol, to form DDT. First we have to write down how this formula that is come out. That is DDT, diphenyl. Diphenyl means two benzene rings. Chlorine atom at the para position. So diphenyl. Trichloroethane. Ethane means that the presence of two carbon atom. Trichloro. Cl. Three chlorine atom that is attached to this position. Trichloroethane. Two carbon atom. So they have been joined to this one. That is diphenyl trichloroethane, two carbon atom. Next, to satisfy the tetravalence nature of that carbon, we have to give one hydrogen atom. Tetravalent, 4 bonds are there, 3 bonds plus 1 bond is hydrogen atom. So this is the formula for that DDT. DDT that is used as insecticide, and particularly that is used for killing of that Anopheles mosquito which spreads malaria. So this is the formula for that DDT, diphenyl trichloroethane. First we have to write down 2 carbon atom for ethane, trichloro, 3 chlorine atoms, diphenyl, 2 benzene rings, then 2 chlorine atom at the para position. Then regarding that IUPAC name, that is 1,2, that is named as 1,2. 1,1,1 trichloroethane. Then para position that contain chlorine, 2, that is 2 position that contain parachlorophenyl. Para position that contain chlorine, parachlorophenyl, 2. So 2,2-bis parachlorophenyl. So this is the compound, and regarding methods of preparation of this compound that is obtained from that chloral. Then what is the formula for that chloral? Cl, CH double bond O, acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, CH3CHO, that is the formula for that acetaldehyde, CH3CHO, and instead of these hydrogen atoms, we have taken that chlorine atom. So CCl3CHO, that is the formula for that chloral. That reacts with chlorobenzene. The formula for that chlorobenzene. This is the formula for that chlorobenzene. Chlorobenzene. So this is removed in the form of the water. So that the formation of DDT. There is the formation of DDT. HHO, that is removed as water. So this bond is linked to this one and this bond is linked to this one. That is the formation of that DDT. Trichloro, this is the formula for that chloral, trichloroethanol, CCl3CHO. So chloral reacts with chlorobenzene, that is the formation of that DDT. Then what are the uses of this compound? So these are the almost insoluble in water and used as insecticides. These are used as insecticides to kill Anopheles mosquito. And these are used in sugar canes or fodder crops to prevent from their different diseases. Fodder crops and that is sugar canes, we are applying that DDT to prevent them from the different diseases. Then what are the effects of this one? These are non-biodegradable. DDT, that is non-biodegradable, which accumulates in environment. Therefore, that toxic in humans, toxic to humans and mammals. Even if that has the ability to destroy these house lizards that may die, house lizards, cockroaches that may die. Therefore, the use of this DDT that has been banned. So basically, that is used to kill the Anopheles mosquito which spreads malaria, and that is obtained by the action of chloral with that of the chlorobenzene. Next compound, that is BHC, benzene hexachloride. Next compound BHC, benzene hexachloride. So that is C6H6Cl6. C6H6Cl6, benzene hexachloride, that is otherwise known as 6, otherwise known as linden, otherwise known as gamaxin. Gamaxin, that we are using this gamaxin to, that is white ants, etc., and also as powerful insecticide, that is gamaxin that we are using. So that is C6H6Cl6, that is otherwise known as 6, that is BHC, benzene hexachloride, benzene hexachloride, BHC, benzene hexachloride. How this compound that is formed? So this compound that is obtained by the action of benzene with that of the chlorine in presence of, that is sunlight or UV. Benzene reacts chlorine in presence of sunlight. So this bond will break, that is C6H6. That is C6H6, that is the formula for that benzene. This bond will break by the addition of chlorine, ClCl. This bond will break by the addition of ClCl. Again this bond will break by the addition of ClCl. So the formula is, at each point there is the presence of hydrogen. So Cl, again Cl. So C6, this was the formula for that C6H6. Again there is the addition of 6Cl. So that formula that is found to be C6H6Cl6, because at each point there is the presence of hydrogen. 6 carbon atoms and 6 chlorine atoms, 6 hydrogen atoms. Therefore the formula is C6H6Cl6, that exists in 8 isomeric form. Exists as 8 isomeric form, but among them 8 isomeric form, the alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc., the gamma isomer that gamma isomer is a powerful insecticide that is known as gamaxin. So BHC, benzene, hexachloride, C6 has benzene, hexachloride, Cl6. So benzene hexachloride that exists as 8 isomery form, and among these 8 isomer form, the gamma isomer is a powerful insecticide. So regarding that uses, gamma isomer is a powerful insecticide. Therefore, the insecticide or that can use pesticide in agriculture, you can use this material. Then what are these environmental effects? These are non-biodegradable that accumulates in environment that affects humans and animals. So this is regarding all about the Harlow derivatives of alkanes. We have discussed regarding that is dichloro derivative, trichloro derivative, triiodo derivative, tetrachloro derivative, and regarding that is freon, that is CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, and also regarding methods of preparation, that is DDT and BSC, that is gamaxin, and their different elemental effects and uses. Thank you all.